afternoon, students. How are you all? Hope you are all bored with the vacation, right? Very long vacation. That is nearly 5.5 months more. Even we are bored. Okay, so that's why maybe university has announced online classes, so that you will be engaged. We also will be engaged in classes. So today we are going to start online classes. So online classes doesn't mean that all having online classes. So we are going to upload our videos to YouTube, and once in a week we will be having one online class, right? So to clarify your doubts, now this year you will have two papers. Okay, so last year and all you had only one paper, right? So this year you will have two papers, paper 5 and then paper 6. Paper 5 will be carrying 150 marks, even paper 6 150 marks. So total 300 marks for the theory paper, and then 100 marks for the practicals. Okay, so out of the 100 marks for practicals, 80 marks for the regular practicals, and then 20 marks for the model exam, and theory paper as usual. Okay, now let us first begin the paper 5, the chapter stereochemistry. The regular classes we are going to start most probably in October, and then even practicals we are going to start in October. Till then we will be having the online class. Stereochemistry is coming under paper 5, unit 4, chapter 4.1. Now what is stereochemistry? So we will move to the second slide. Stereochemistry. What is stereochemistry? Stereochemistry is nothing but the chapter which deals with the structure of molecules in 3 dimensions, or in other words, spatial arrangement of molecules. Spatial arrangement of molecules, I mean you will have spatial arrangement of atoms, so that you will get what the molecular structure in 3 dimensions. And this was first introduced by the two scientists, Van 't Hoff and J. Label, in the year 1901. So we will see the structure of methane molecule in the next slide. Okay, now the structure of methane molecule. This is the structure of methane molecule. Carbon atom at the center, and then you will have 4 hydrogen atoms at the 4 corners. That is the 3-dimensional model. And the other one you can see the skeletal structure having only bonds. Carbon atom at the center, 4 hydrogen atoms at the 4 corners, right? And what is the bond angle of methane? That means in between the 2 hydrogen atom there is carbon atom. So HCH, or in other words, the bond angle is 109 degree, that is 109.5 degrees. Okay, and what is the carbon hydrogen bond length? That is 1.09 angstrom. This is structure you have already learnt in PU classes, right? Now we will move to the next slide. Isomer and isomerism. Now what is isomerism and what are isomers? This also you have already learnt in PU classes. Isomer they are the compounds which have got same molecular formula but differ from each other in physical and chemical properties, right? So the isomers are the compounds which have got molecular formula same, okay, but physical and chemical properties are different. They are called isomers. Those compounds are called isomers, and the phenomenon we call it as isomerism. So let us see the next slide. Types of isomerism. Now what are the different types of isomerism? Isomerism is broadly classified into 2 types. Structural isomerism, it is also called constitutional isomerism, but we say structure in short, or we can say in brief. Next is stereo isomerism. Stereo isomerism is further classified into 2 types, configurational and then conformational. And configuration isomerism is once again classified into 2 types, geometrical and then optical. conformation is once again split into two types, rotational and amine inversion. But all you are not going to study, only a few isomerism you are going to study. Structural isomerism on the other hand, once again classified into 6 types. Chain isomerism, it is also called skeletal isomerism. Next, function isomerism, position isomerism, metamerism, tautomerism, ring chain isomerism. So here also all the isomers you are not going to study, only few isomerism, mainly chain, functional, position, metamerism, tautomerism. We shall move to the next slide, structural isomerism. Now what is structural isomerism? Difference in the arrangement of atoms within the molecule without any reference to space. That means the two or more compounds having same molecular formula but structure is different. Okay, that is called what? Structural isomerism. Structural isomerism, there are 3 subdivisions. We can broadly classify into 3 types. Chain isomerism. Chain isomerism, what do you mean by chain isomerism? Two or more compounds having same molecular formula but differ in the length of the hydrocarbon chain. Okay, so what is the difference? Length of the hydrocarbon chain is different. Example, what is the example? Normal butane and isobutane. You can see the molecule here, structure of the molecule. Okay, normal butane and then isobutane. So normal butane having all the 4 carbon atoms in a straight chain, whereas isobutane only 3 are present in the straight chain, 1 is having branch. So it is shorter. So length of the hydrocarbon chain is different. Okay. Now next we will move to the next slide, that is position isomerism. Now what do you mean by position isomerism? Position isomerism is the isomerism in which 2 or more compounds having same molecular formula same. What do you mean by molecular formula same? Same number of carbon atoms, right? How many carbon atoms are present? 3 carbon atoms. How many hydrogen atoms are present? 7 hydrogen atoms. Okay. How many chlorine atoms are present? Only 1 chlorine atom. So both the molecules having same number of carbon atoms, same number of hydrogen atoms, same number of chlorine atoms, right? But what about the position of the substituent? Here that is substituent chlorine. Okay, where is the substituent chlorine is present? First compound you will have first place, that's why name is 1-chloropropane. Where is the position of second this one chlorine atom in the second molecule? That is second place, right? So name is 2-chloropropane. So position of substituent, that is the chlorine atom, is present at first carbon atom in the first compound, second carbon atom at the second compound. Okay, all right. So this here position differs, position of the substituent. Even you can have function groups also. Okay, for function group you have first carbon atom, then OH group at the first, second carbon OH group second, that is one the isopropyl alcohol you can say. First one you can say it as normal propyl alcohol, right? So you can give even function group as example. Next is function isomerism. What do you mean by function isomerism? 2 or more compounds having same molecular formula, okay, but function groups are different. So in the first molecule you can see it is not clear, the molecule is not clear, you can see it or correct it as the ethanol, it is ethanol. Okay, CH3 CH2 OH, ethyl alcohol. Ethanol is nothing but what? Ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH. You can split up the carbon atoms and write it as CH3 CH2OH. Okay, CH3 CH2OH, which is the function group present over here, OH group, right? And next is dimethyl ether, dimethyl ether. So CH3O CH3, which is the function group present here, oxygen. So ethers contain oxygen as a function group. Okay, whereas ethanol contains hydroxyl group or OH group as the function, but molecular formula is same, or in other words number of carbon atoms same, number of hydrogen atoms same, number of oxygen atoms same, right? How many hydrogen atoms are present? 3 to 5 1 6, carbon 2. Okay, here also in ether also carbon atoms 2, hydrogen atom 6, 1 oxygen atom. So but molecular formula same, okay, but both differ in the function group, which is the function group present in the first compound ethanol, that is ethanol OH group, which is the functional group present in dimethyl ether oxygen, right? So both having same molecular formula but differ in the functional group, that's why it is called functional isomerism. All right, now we will move to the next classification, metamerism. Metamerism, you will have, okay, the groups here, the examples as diethyl ether. So diethyl ether, you have one two alkyl groups same, right? Which are the two alkyl groups same? C2H5, C2H5, but functional group is one oxygen. In the other compound also, methyl propyl ether, here two different functional groups are present, but two different substituents are present, right? Functional group is same, so both compounds having functional group same, which is the functional group present? Ether oxygen. Whereas in the first compound you have same alkyl group, whereas in the second compound you have two different alkyl groups. Next classification is tautomerism. Tautomerism is the isomerism in which you have the number of atoms same in both the molecules, okay, number of atoms same in the molecules, but you will have in one compound you will have keto form, that means ketonic group, and the other you have enolic form. Enolic form means hydroxyl group. So first compound you can see CH3, CO, CH2, COO, CH3. So in this compound you have two carbonyl groups, right? Or in other words, two CO groups. So this is known as keto form. Whereas in another form, enol form, you can see CH3COH, right? CH3COH means from the CH2, okay, here from the CH2, you can see here CH2, one hydrogen atom has been CH2, one hydrogen atom has been shifted to one oxygen atom, so that you will have OH group, okay. Therefore double bond comes over here, then you have CH, that means one hydrogen atom less, it has gone to the other carbon atom forming OH group, okay. And then you have CO group, right? CO group, and then you have oxygen, and then methyl group, okay. So one CO group is same, that is this one, right? This one. Whereas another CO group has been converted into OH group, right? OH group. Therefore you will have one enol form. This is known as enol form. This is known as one ketonic form, right? Ketonic form. So keto form, and then you have enol form, okay. So we'll move to the next slide, okay. That is stereoisomerism. What is stereoisomerism? Now in detail we are going to study here. Now what is stereoisomerism? Compounds having same molecular formula, same structural formula, okay, same physical and chemical properties. So these are same, molecular formula same, physical and chemical properties same, even structure formula same. Then what is the difference? Difference in the configuration of a atom in a molecule. Configuration is different. What do you mean by that? That means spatial arrangement is different, okay. That is known as stereoisomerism. Molecular formula same, structure formula same, okay, and physical properties same, chemical properties same. Then where is the difference? Only the spatial arrangement of atoms in a molecule is different. That is called what? Stereoisomerism. That is also called configuration, okay. So what is configuration? That is spatial arrangement. Spatial arrangement of an atom in a molecule, okay, or it is also called 3D spatial arrangement of molecules. You can see the molecule over here, okay, three-dimensional arrangement. You can clearly see carbon atom, okay, at the center hydrogen atom, chlorine atom, iodine, fluorine, okay. Here hydrogen atom, chlorine, bromine, and then you have iodine, okay. Hydrogen atom, carbon atom at the center, bromine, chlorine, okay, and then you have iodine. So spatial arrangement is different. That is also called configuration. Now next slide, you can see here types of stereoisomerism. Now, which are the different types of stereoisomerism? So, in this you are going to study in detail what is stereoisomerism and then what are the different types of isomerism. Stereoisomerism, okay, there are three types. Which are the three types? Geometric or cis trans isomerism. It is also called cis trans isomerism. Then you have, okay, you have one optical isomerism, okay, optical isomerism. Then you have conformational isomerism. So there are three types of stereoisomerism. Which are the three types of stereoisomerism? Geometric isomerism, it is also known as cis trans isomerism. Next, optical isomerism. Another one is conformational isomerism. So next slide, stereoisomers, okay, geometric isomers classification, geometry isomerism, and then you have optical isomers, okay, then you have cis isomer. Geometric isomers are further classified into two types, cis and trans isomers. Optical isomers are further classified into two types, positive enantiomer and then negative enantiomer. And then examples are also given, okay. Which are the examples given? Cis dichloroethene, okay, cis dichloroethene, that is, you can see the green atoms, so present on the same side of carbon double bond. Trans dichloroethane, carbon, and that is green atoms present on the other sides of carbon double bond, okay. Or you can see the white atoms also, the atoms which are colored as white. So trans you have on opposite sides of the carbon double bond. Cis you have on the same sides of carbon double bond. Then you have another example, plus lactic acid and minus lactic acid. So this you are going to see in detail, study in detail in the forthcoming slides. So I am not going to give in detail explanation for this. We will move to the next slide, okay. Geometrical isomerism or cis trans isomerism, okay. Now what is geometrical isomerism or cis trans isomerism? Compounds having same molecular formula but they differ in the spatial arrangement of atoms about the double bond or cyclic compounds. Not only spatial arrangement across the double bond, you can have even the cis trans isomerism in cyclic compounds also, okay. So these are also examples we are going to study in the next slides. Now same molecular formula is same, okay. What is the difference then? Spatial arrangement is different, okay. Where it is different? In double bonded compounds, okay, like carbon double bonded compounds, or even carbon nitrogen double bonded compounds, or even cyclic compounds, okay. Spatial arrangement is different. That means across a double bond spatial arrangement is different, not only across a double bond like carbon double bond or carbon nitrogen double bond, or cyclic compounds also it is possible. Which isomerism is possible? Geometrical isomerism is possible. Now due to this free rotation of one carbon over the other will be restricted. Why this restriction takes place in carbon double bond compound? Because double bond is present, right? Single bonded compound restriction will not be there, okay. Free rotation. Why? Only single bond is present. Double bonded or triple bond, even in triple bonded compound there will be restriction. Why? Because two bonds are present. Double bond is stronger than single bond, right? Even triple bond is stronger than double bond. So there will be restricted rotation, right? So rotation is not possible. So rotation, when you try to rotate, what happens? Bond will break, right? Bond will break because restricted rotation. Rotation requires and high energy also, okay. High energy is required to for the rotation. So bonds are likely to break. So single bonded compounds free rotation is possible. Now next we can see the slide. We can see carbon double bonded compound, okay. It is actually cis-butene. Cis-butene is having CH3 CH double bond CH3, okay. That means the atoms present on the same side of the carbon double bond. You can see green atoms present on the same side of the double bond, or yellow atoms, same atom. We may consider as green atom as CH3 group and hydrogen atoms as that means yellow atoms as hydrogen atoms. So this is a cis isomer. This is called cis isomer because two similar atoms are present on the same side of the double bond, right? In another isomer you will find the two similar atoms, for example green atoms or yellow atoms present on the different sides of the carbon carbon double bond, right? So these are the opposite sides of the carbon carbon double bond. So green atoms present on the same side, right? So in the brackets it is given E. E you are going to study later, that is antigen you are going to study at the end of this chapter, okay? And the type of isomers. Z means Zaman, that also you are going to study. So for the time being you need not worry about Z and E, okay? So we shall move to the next slide. So free rotation, you can see about the single bond, you can see single bond free rotation is possible, right? Free rotation is possible. What about double bond? Opposite sides present similar atoms, you can see a purple color similar atom, purple color similar atom present on the opposite sides, right? Transposition. So this is a trans isomer. Here the purple color atoms present on the same side of the carbon carbon double bond, this is called cis isomers, okay? So geometrical isomerism in alkenes. Next slide, geometrical isomerism in alkenes. So in alkenes you can see double bonds are sp2 hybridized, sp2 hybridized. So in alkenes there is carbon carbon double bond present, that is sp2 hybridized, okay? So carbon carbon double bond consists of single sigma bond and a pi bond. So out of the two double bonds, one is sigma bond and then one is pi bond, right? One is sigma bond, so you can see one is sigma bond, one is pi bond. The presence of pi bond locks the molecule and one position rotation of carbon carbon bond is restricted. So pi bond present, it locks the molecule, therefore there is restricted rotation. So rotation will break one pi bond, okay? Pi bond will break because it is weak bond, therefore it will break. This restricted rotation of carbon carbon double bond is responsible for geometric isomerism in alkenes. So why geometrical isomerism takes place in alkenes? Okay, that is because of restricted rotation. So next line, carbon carbon double bond you can see, okay? Structure you can see sigma bond is there, okay? Pi bond is there, so restricted rotation, and due to restricted rotation what happens? Pi bond will break. So next slide also you can see trans isomer, okay? That is in similar group CH3 opposite sides of the carbon carbon double bond, hydrogen atoms present on also on the opposite side. So similar atom, that is hydrogen present on the opposite sides, similar groups, that is CH3 CH3 present on the opposite sides, okay? This is trans form, and cis form you can see CH3 groups present on the same side of the carbon carbon double bond, right? This is called cis form, or hydrogen atoms present on the same side of the carbon carbon double bond, this is called trans form, okay? Cis and trans forms. Next slide. When two similar groups present on this lies on the same side of carbon carbon double bond, this is called cis form. Trans form when two similar groups are on the opposite sides of carbon carbon double bond. The trans isomers are more stable than the corresponding cis isomers, okay? Why? Because in the trans isomer the similar groups are present on the opposite sides, so there will not be restricted, okay? The steric hindrance will not be there. Presence of bulky groups are on the same side of the double bond lead to steric repulsion of the groups, makes the cis isomers less stable than the trans isomers. So bulky groups, if they are present in the close neighborhood, that will cause what? Steric hindrance, okay? Pushing effect will be there, therefore steric, that is known as steric repulsion, and because of that molecule will not be stable, so that gives you instability for the molecule, okay? So next slide also you can see cis and trans form, same side of the double bond groups are present, okay? Same side of the double bond you can see the opposite sides. Now with this I'll stop at this stage, okay? So what we have learned today, we have learned what is stereoisomerism, what are the different types, okay? What are the geometrical isomerism? So geometrical isomerism is also called cis-trans isomerism, which is the different examples for cis-trans isomerism, and what is the structure, okay? So we'll continue in the next class. Please go through these slides and study, okay? Any doubts you may call, or you can will have live class once in a week. I will let you know when and what time. So at that time you can clarify your doubts. Okay.